Hey, come on. So I was born and raised here in Parker. My dad and his 4 brothers started farming here in Parker. They've expanded, and now my brothers and I, along with our cousins, continue to farm here. Yeah, I've been doing it ever since I can remember growing up. I remember running the tractor really young and pretty much been doing it ever since.
I grew up just in Rexburg. Both of my parents were teachers, and I'm the youngest of 10 kids, so our lives were very, very different. The biggest change, I think, was definitely the hours of him working and what it was like growing up. That was really hard. If everyone's not done, we're not done. I grew up with my parents home in the summers. They were home by 4 o'clock, and farming is like the total opposite of that. So that was really hard, but I've gotten used to it. Now I've embraced it, and sometimes it's still hard with the hours, but it's great. We love it.
Every time that Jamie would come out that first couple of years, I would run the digger, and she would get to the field and she'd be like, do I turn right here? And I can see her, like I'm looking at her at the end of the field, and she's like, well, which row do I come down? Are these dug or not dug? I'm like,
I could not tell if
she had no idea.
Dug or not dug. It's taken me a lot of years to figure that out. It's just a big change.
I would come home really late at night. I work Saturdays. You check water Sundays. I mean, it's 7 days a week. And so that was a hard adjustment for her. It was a hard adjustment for me too, because I was like, man, am I doing it all wrong here? You know, what do we need to be doing? But the more we've done it together, I think, it's a family affair. Now my kids come and they go in the tractor with us. I take them to feed cows in the winter, and it's something that I love to have my kids with me when we work. And that's the biggest blessing I see of being able to farm. So this is the farm my dad bought when he turned 18. Him and his 2 brothers bought this, and they rented a tractor and ran it 6 days a week and broke it out of sagebrush. So all this was sagebrush, and they just broke it out and started farming it. My brother does a lot with the cows during the summer. He does most of the stuff with them in the summer and in the winter, but I'll help him out whenever he calls and needs help. But this was my dad's love. My dad loved the cows. This was his deal. So I've spent a lot of time out here branding and vaccinating and calving cows. This is where we calve, and a lot of good memories here.
The cows were new for me. The first time I came out where they were branding cows, the smell. Oh, you don't forget that smell, and it doesn't come out until you shower and wash everything. But it's actually been fun to see my girls come out and help Braxton. Our first winter married, I got to come out, and Braxton would check cows all night. So I would come out with him here and there. And I think everyone in my life, especially my parents, thought it was the funniest thing that I married a farm boy and was coming out to help check cows. Because that was very far from my life.
We all kind of have our own little areas of the farm where we're at every day. So my oldest brother is right here where we're at, and I spend a lot of time up around the Newdale area. In the end, we all help each other where, it's like Jamie said, if one of us isn't done digging, none of us are done digging. So we all spend a lot of time together, but we do have like our own little areas that we're at. I think for me, being involved in the YF&R, it's the networking. It's the getting to know farmers from all over. I mean, I can go down the list of guys that I know now that I would have never met had it not been for YF&R. So I think the networking for me has been huge. Just the friendships that we've made, to be able to go out and network with like-minded people and other couples that are really in similar situations for us. I think there's a lot of value in that.